What's good, Panther Nation? It's your boy, Myron McRae, a.k.a. Tornado McRae, across the skies of the internet, here with another episode of Panther Pride TV. Your one-stop shop for all your Panther notifications and your Panther obligations. And happy Friday to all of y'all. Hope y'all are having a great Friday. Happy y'all made it to the end of the week. The end of September is around the corner, and you know what that means. Spooky season is almost upon us. Man, I love spooky season. I love spooky season, bro, but fall is here. Hey, if you got a state fair coming up, you got a pumpkin patch coming up, an apple picking orchard coming up, haunted houses, everything, this, that, and the third, some funnel cake. Listen, let's get into it. But, guys, we're going to get into today's docket, man. And the first thing I do want to talk about is what I think the deciding factor going into Sunday is going to be. So, as some of you have seen statistically, this is going to be a pretty even matchup. Points allowed, points scored for both of us is 60 to 62. Points allowed is in favor of us 53 to their 65, I want to say. 65, 62, one of those natures. Hold on, let me make sure because I always like to know this information. Because to me, it's important. 68. So 53 to 68. Yep. 53, 68 in favor of us. So it's going to be a pretty even matchup there. The turnover ratio, we've each given up 6 turnovers in the first 3 games, so that is there. However, that doesn't mean anything because to me, going into Sunday's game, the real big factor is going to be execution and ball security on the offensive end. And mainly I would say execution and ball security on the offensive end. Can our offense execute the way they did at the start of the game from last week and also just continue to have methodical drives down the field, give away no turnovers, and just have a clean game? I think that gives our defense a lot of energy and a lot more freedom to play loose, to play free, and not have to worry about mistakes as much. And when you're not thinking about making a mistake, you usually won't make a mistake. It's when you're sitting there thinking about it, you're like, oh man, I can't give up a play. I can't give up a play. Next thing you know, you give up a play. I think that's going to be the key for us because when we don't give away the ball, we tend to do pretty well, but that's football in general. I feel like I'm preaching to the choir here when I say that. However, I genuinely feel that way. I think our defense is going to show up. I think our defense is going to do what they do. Now, I need our defense to tackle. Yes, we had some great hits, and yes, we had 2 interceptions, but we still were lacking in the tackling department in terms of wrapping up. And truth be told, if Atlanta was smarter, they would have ran the ball with Bijan Robinson more because Bijan was actually starting to break off bigger and bigger run plays later in the game. So defensively, I need us to wrap up. We had some great hit sticks, but I need wrapping up on the defensive side of the ball just to make sure. We had a bunch of great open field tackles too, so I'm not going to say all game we were missing tackles because Charles Smith-Wade had one. I want to say Morick had a few. Flipping Lathan Ransom had one. So we've had a number of players make great open field tackles when it's one-on-one. They wrap up. J.C. Horn had one for sure. And I just need that to continue. And then offensively, just take care of the ball, guys. You take care of the ball, we'll be fine. I have no issues. I think we can go into Foxborough and beat them. No ifs, ands, and buts. And plus, I want Dave Portnoy to eat his words here. I really, really do. And trust and believe. We beat them. This very next video, I want all of y'all, as long as we beat them, the very next video, I want all of y'all to at Dave Portnoy, tag him, do whatever. Because I want him to see this. And know, hey, I had the receipts ready. But moving on to the next subject, y'all. I'll make it work. Moving on to the next subject is going to be Luke Kuechly. He's speaking on the Panthers Juice and had some praise and some high words for us from the Panthers Juice, and I actually like that. And here's what Luke had to say about our young core right now. Luke says, in comparison to the Panthers when he came into the league. This is what he's talking about. Our young core and our defense compared to when he came in the 2013 teams and whatnot. He said, we had a really good flux of older guys that were willing to teach and the young guys that were willing to learn. That's just a really good combination. From what I've seen of the young guys this year, they're willing to get better, willing to be a part of the team. If we can be consistent like we played on Sunday, we've got a chance to be a really good football team. And I like that statement because it's true. It's honestly true. Our young players have been stepping up and showing out this year. Umami, Ellen, and Scorton have been thrown to the fire. They've been doing great. Lathan Ransom, been phenomenal. I know Charles Smith did like his second year, potentially third. He's been phenomenal. So these young guys that we do have been pivotal on the defensive end, and it's been showing. It's been showing, and they're only going to get better. They're only going to flourish more. And then don't even talk about the offensive end. We already know what T-Mac has done. We already know what Coker can do. We still haven't seen what Jimmy Horn can do yet. Canales, I need that. But overall, especially on defense, the young guys have been thrown to the fire, and they have been flourishing, and I love that. I love it, and I'm happy for it, and I'm with Luke. If they continue to do this, man, we're going to be something beautiful. We're going to be something beautiful. Third, it's y'all weekly favorite. It's time for Would You Rather Panthers edition, man. And I think y'all might like this one. So, scenario is, each of these, you're getting paid the same amount. All right? You're getting paid the same amount. No matter what. But there's a caveat. So, the would you rather is, would you rather be a fringe practice squad player or a guaranteed franchise water boy? Oh. Wrong soundbite. I meant this one. Nani? And here's what I mean by fringe. Fringe practice player, your job is on the line every week. You may get fired, like you are literally fighting week by week. You are not guaranteed. Franchise water boy, you have a guaranteed salary throughout the year. Guaranteed salary throughout the year. So I will say, let's see, $125,000 a year. Each job. Each one you make is $125,000 a year. But you're guaranteed to be the water boy, or you're the fringe practice squad player who may be fired week by week. You also may get promoted. May get promoted due to injuries. You may get promoted to some PT in the actual game. But your job's also on the line every week. Or do you want the guaranteed water boy job? And that's all you get, is just to be the water boy. I kind of like this one. And, you know what? For this one, I usually would take the guarantee, but you know what? For this one, I'm going to go big or go home, bro. Maybe a fringe practice player. Maybe a practice squad player. I usually would take the guarantee, and I'm like, oh, water boy? Psh, I bet. But to be that close to achieving my dream of playing in the NFL, yeah, you know what? I'll take that risk. I'll take that risk every time. I'll take that risk every time. If it was any other job, I'd probably take the franchise water boy. I probably would. But that's what I'm taking. And so just wanted to know y'all thoughts on that. Hear what y'all had to speak about and think on that one. But now it's time for y'all favorite segment. Time for Panther Nation to speak their truth, man. And let's get into it. But before we do that, you know, I always don't know how I forget, but I remember at the same time. Time for the Panther Free Frame of the day, and it is Jalen Coker being back at practice yesterday. I love to see it. I love to see Coke Zero back at practice doing his thing, man. So shout outs to him. But let's get into the first comment section. And the first comment says, Canales even referred to Fitzgerald's kicks. This comes from Justin Lilly 9054. It says, Canales even referred to Fitzgerald's kicks as dirty LOL. And I saw a lot of you say that, like, hey, yo, I think Vrabel's just saying that's the way it's kicked. He doesn't mean it rudely and whatnot. and that's just what everybody calls it. It calls it a dirty kick. So, Mike Vrabel, I apologize. I'm a man. I'll apologize. I'm sorry. I just didn't like the semantics. But if even Canales is calling it dirty, okay, it's just a dirty kick. I just don't like that, man. I just don't like it. That's just me. Next comes from Panther Gal 73.99. She says, "This team is made out of paper. I don't care. So far, little QB been the toughest one out there." I mean, yeah, the only time Bryce has not played a game is because he got benched. He's been smacked around a lot and he still plays. So she might have an argument. Defensively, definitely. Defensively, we definitely been more paper thin and whatnot. So she might be cooking with that one. She might be cooking with it. Offensively, a little bit too. So, and then thirdly, comes from the game's over. 9310. He says, "If you watch Ted's interview, you can tell it's a non-factor. Just taking a page from the old Patriot way. They wrote the book on keeping players on the injury report. Tom Brady stayed on there for the whole season, and it's a strategy play." All right, man, I'm going to trust y'all on that one. I'm going to trust y'all. Y'all say it's a strategy play. Cool. I can pump my brakes and do what I be telling y'all sometimes to do and relax and just take a ease breath. So I'll listen to y'all. I'll take one from y'all. And I'll take a deep breath. But, guys, that's all I have for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you always can be reminded of when these videos are dropping. Next, comment below and let me know what's your main focus or what do you think is going to be the deciding factor heading into Sunday. 2, how do you feel about our youth so far and our core young players and how they've been playing? And 3, which one would you choose? Fringe practice squad player or guaranteed franchise water boy? Remember, each job is $125,000. Practice squad player, you can get cut every week or you may get promoted. Water boy, guaranteed you're not getting fired in any way, shape, or form. Let me know in the comment section below because at the end of the day, guys, what do I know? I'm just a skinny brother with 2 tats. Peace. Let's let all of you Panthers Nation. Take care. Later days. And as always, keep pounding. I'll see you next time.